morning. Today we will see the thermal power plant, and in this we will see the introduction, representation, working, energy conversion process, advantages, disadvantages, and the layout of thermal power plant. Now, first the working fluid in a thermal power plant is called as a steam, and steam that is used as a working fluid. And to generate steam, we are using coal, solid coal as a fuel. So heat of combustion is used for the production of the steam. That coal is burned, and that heat is used to generate that steam. Now that heat, whatever is generated from the burning of the coal, is converted into the mechanical energy. Now that heat energy of coal is converted into the mechanical energy, and when it impacted on a turbine blade, it will be converted into the electrical energy. Now the steam is produced in a boiler, and it is used to drive the steam turbine, which is coupled with the generator. Now we'll see, this is a block diagram of power plant, the boiler, then this is the turbine, this is the generator, and this is the condenser, and feed pump is to recirculate. Now here in this, this is the boiler where the combustion of fuel takes place, means combustion of that coal takes place. So burning of coal takes place, and the water is passed through that boiler coils, and the water will be converted into the high pressure steam. Now that when that boiler generates steam, that high pressure steam will be passed on the turbine blades. So turbine is having the blades. So when that steam is impacted on turbine blade, it starts to rotate. It starts to rotate, and it will rotate that turbine, and the mechanical energy which is generated, heat energy is generated by this, will be converted into the mechanical energy by rotation. Now this turbine is passed, the water, the steam coming out from the turbine, and that turbine is coupled with the generator. Now as this rotated, generator shaft also starts to rotate, and the mechanical energy will be converted into the electrical energy. Now that electrical energy, whatever generated, will pass through the load centers. Now whatever the steam coming out from these turbine blades will pass through the condensers. Condenser, it is nothing but the heat rejection process takes place, where it is a cooling tower where the fresh water will be sprinkled on that steam. So condensation process takes place, and again that steam will be converted into the water, and by using this feed pump, again that water is recirculated in a boiler. This is the working. Heat energy in a boiler is converted into mechanical energy in a turbine, and mechanical energy will be further converted into the electrical energy in the generator. This is the block diagram of the thermal power plant, how it works. Now this is the circuit diagram. If you see this is the boiler, basically boiler. This is the furnace. Furnace is a place where the combustion of fuel takes place, combustion of coal takes place. Now as the combustion takes place of coal takes place, it will create flue gases. Now flue gases are nothing but the hot burning gases. Now when that flue gases pass to in a pre-described manner, it will not pass in a haphazardous manner, but it will be passed through the pre-described path, and it will heat all the water tubes eventually. Evenly it will get heated, and the water will be converted into the steam. Now as you know that the water is heated, its density decreases, and it tends to move in upward direction. That hot water plus steam will be go in a upper tank of the boiler, and then here you can see these are the from upper tank it will pass through the steam turbine. Now here in a boiler you can see these are component: economizer, superheater, air preheater. These are nothing but the accessories. These are also called as what? Accessories. Accessories means the equipment which are used to increase the efficiency. I am again emphasizing accessory. What is the accessories? The equipment which are used to increase the efficiency of a boiler, that are called as an accessories. Now, which are they? One, that is a superheater. Second, this is the economizer. And third is an air preheater. These are the three accessories. Now, what is the function of a superheater? Now, when the heat is generated, or whatever the steam is generated, that contains the moisture, that contains the water particles. Now, if we pass that moisture steam or water particle containing steam to the turbine, that will cause that wear and tear of the turbine blades. So we required that the steam should be moisture free, and it should be superheated. So superheater is a useful component where it is placed in a line of the flue gases. It is placed in a line of the same flue gases whatever we are generating. That wet steam is passed through this superheater, and by using the same flue gases, which are moving in the boiler, we are converting that wet steam into the superheated steam. So we are not using an extra energy to burn, or we are not using the extra energy to convert that wet steam into the superheated steam. So we are using the existing flue gases so to convert that wet steam into the superheated steam. So superheater is used to increase the efficiency of one boiler. Now what is the function of an economizer? Economizer is a component where we convert that cold water into the preheated water. The cold water is converted into the preheated water. Suppose if you see that when we are taking a water to convert into the steam in a boiler, if we take the cold water, if we take a somewhat preheated water than the cold water, then what will happen? The time taken by that preheated water to convert into the steam will be less. The amount of energy required to convert that water into the steam will be less. So that will increase the overall efficiency. So what we are doing is that instead of directly connecting that water tap to the boiler tubes, we are passing that water first through this economizer. Now where that water is converted into the cold water is get heated by the same flue gases which are in the boiler. So it is get converted into the preheated water, and that preheated water then pass through this coils, water tubes, and again that preheated water will be converted into the steam. Now what will happen, because of we are using economizer, the time taken for that water to convert into the steam will be less. The amount of energy required, the amount of fuel required to convert that water into the steam will be less. So it will increase the overall efficiency. Now third the accessories is air preheater. Now as you know, for combustion of fuel we require two things. One is a fuel and second is an oxygen or air. Now instead of, suppose if we are using atmospheric air, instead of that atmospheric air, if you are using a preheated air for the combustion process, that is burning of fuel process, then what will happen? The time taken by that fuel to combustion will be less. The amount of fuel will be less. So it will the combustion will take place properly. So what will happen? In air preheater, what will we do? Is that we will take fresh air, pass the fresh air through the air preheater, and it is get preheated by the same flue gases, and it is converted into the preheated air, and that is passed. That air is get heated, and because of that hot air, the combustion takes place properly. Now that hot steam will pass through this steam turbine. Now this is the steam turbine where the steam will be passed. Now when it is impacted on the turbine blade, it starts to rotate. So heat energy will be converted into the mechanical energy. Now this mechanical energy is connected, this steam turbine is connected with this generator through a shaft, where it will be, mechanical energy will be converted into the electrical energy. Now whatever the steam coming out from this turbine, whatever the steam coming out from the turbine will pass through this cooling tower. The cooling tower is nothing but the condenser unit, where the fresh water will be sprinkled on that hot steam. So the condensation process takes place, and the steam will be converted into that. Steam will be converted into the again water. Now here the extraction of that heat takes place, and that again that water which is stored in this hot well, and that is recirculated by using this feed pump, and again that process takes place, similar process takes place. So this is the working of that thermal power plant. I hope you understand that. Now what are the advantages of the steam power plant? Fuel use is cheaper. The space required is less compared to the hydroelectric power plant, because if you see that in a hydroelectric power plant it requires lot of space. So because of that, many of people will get uprooted. That is the disadvantage of hydroelectric power plant, that is overcome in the case of the thermal power plant. Now per portion of generated steam can be used as a process steam for various industries. Now plants, now here if you compare with the hydroelectric power plant, for hydroelectric power plant a particular topography is required, a particular site is required where there is a lot of rain should be there, the water dam should be there. So particular space is required, that is location is required. Location is having much more importance. So but that is not in the case of the steam power plant. Steam power plant we can locate it near the load centers, which will reduce the transmission line cost, because as you know there are 30 to 40% transmission losses. So that can be minimized if we use a thermal power plant. So lot of loss of energy in the transmission line can be reduced, and this is the advantage. What are the disadvantage? The operation and maintenance cost is high. Time needed for the starting of plant is high, because you know that the boiler is there, and again that to start that boiler it requires time. Then large quantity of water is required in the working of the boiler. Then coal and ash handling. So if you see that lot of coal and ash will be generated, and because of that ash it will create a health problem for the workers and habitats near the power plant. So this is the working, and here you can say this is the coal fired power plant. Okay, thank you very much.